All right, Alex. So we've known about we talk about the systems and how to when is the time to create systems and how to create them. Do you have like any examples of like systems you put in place or systems that you know of? Like what are some systems that is automatic? Like, do you have any examples?
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially in the car rental business where a lot of stuff is very routine, right? And when you just look at life, a lot of things in your life may be routine. So for me, I know that each time we get a booking, we need to collect certain information, right? So rather than us constantly asking somebody, hey, what's your name? What's your email? What's your phone number? What kind of car are you looking for? What are you trying to rent out? All these like things that we're consistently asking over and over and over again, I just put it into one form. So when someone fills out that form, I have all the information that I need. So now I can go ahead and basically have a set up for AI or for a sequence to basically say, hey, when someone submits this form, here's the next step that should happen, right? And I think that a lot of people should go ahead and just do a 1, 2, 3, 4 format. When 1 happens, 2 happens. When 2 happens, 3 happens. When 3 happens, and so on and so forth.
Okay. You just said something. AI, which is clutch. Okay. So how can AI help you with your systems?
Oh man, I use AI all the time.
And let me ask you this on top of this. Can AI take the place of systems?
It can, but you would have to put in a good amount of work to get that done. Something like that would be like an agent GPT or auto GPT, where it can basically do the work on itself. It takes a lot more to get that thing going than just like, oh yeah, here's what I want you to do, go ahead and do it kind of thing. Now, it's advertised to do that. I haven't seen it do that, but as far as answering your question, like how do you use AI to create your systems and stuff like that, right? What was your question?
Right.
Talk to it, right? Basically, go on ChatGPT, learn what prompt engineering is. Like that's a real thing. Is prompt engineering is how do you speak to this? Like there's courses on like Coursera and Harvard has their own like online courses of how to basically talk to ChatGPT. But then basically say, hey, I'm building out a system to kind of weed out the repetitive tasks in this industry, right? I want you to help me design a roadmap, a system that I can put in place to then go ahead and automate and delegate majority of my tasks so that I can focus on the bigger picture. And then just see what it pops out, right? At that point, you just start taking what you like and say, hey, okay, I can use this, I can use that, I can use this, I don't need that, right? And then use that into your system and then run it again. Say, hey, these are the things I have for my system. What else could I then use? And then see what it pops out then. And just keep going until you get to a point where the list is so long that you're just like, all right, well, help me now dumb this down. How do I get this to a 1, 2, 3, 4 format?
Okay. I can add a little bit here in terms of like how I use AI for YouTube. Going a YouTube channel, like I don't have the luxury of being able to hire out writers and editors and things like that, right? So basically, you can use AI to write your YouTube script, right? And so now, as you said, you have to learn how to talk to this program because you can say one thing, it will give you like a vague response of exactly what you're looking for. So then you have to be more detailed. Hey, for example, ChatGPT, write me a script, YouTube script for how to stay sane while building a startup, and they'll give me something, right? But you'll have to talk to ChatGPT and say, hey, add this segment about the importance of having systems. So you're basically just telling it, exactly what you need. It's basically like having a full-time assistant.
That doesn't get tired.
Exactly, right? And you don't have to pay, right? And it'll make the edits to the script exactly to the way that you're looking to make it to write.
Yeah, and to add on to that, one thing you can do to make that better is basically saying, hey, act as whatever that you wanted to do. So act as a screenwriter, act as a social media manager, act as something, right? Because now you're setting the groundwork to say, hey, this is what I want you to focus on. So yeah, that's just one of the things that you can do, like with prompt engineering, to get the best response.
That's a bar right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You a rapper or something?
Nah.
That was a bar right there. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like you
something
said,
to take note of.
we're trying to get things going. So what else have you used, like AI, and like how have you adapted? Because the world's changing.
Okay.
Like the world's really changing now that we're post-COVID. With COVID, it was just a lot of things were inside, but now we're switching to a more online, digital, AI-powered world. So what else are you doing?
So basically, I'm using AI as to be basically like an assistant to any of my creations. So I have a website, railwaytosuccess.com, where I write blog posts.
A word?
Yeah, ChatGPT write the blog posts, but I edit and mix and match, and I add things on my own as well, just to make sure it does comes off as if someone is writing these blogs.
Right.
In terms of video, like I use AI to chop up my long form videos into reels, TikToks, and things like that.
Right.
So AI is definitely clutch, especially in the content creation space.
Yeah.
In the entrepreneur space, period. I would say in the future, like if you're not using AI, you're gonna become obsolete. Right?
Now, I did have another question. So, with AI, it kind of turns into like everything's now possible, right? Because if you look at it, you can translate physics and astrophysics to a 5-year-old to the point where it makes sense. So now it's like, all right, well, I have the access to do anything and everything.
Right.
How do you stay focused on, one particular thing with this whole new sea of everything now available to you?
Oh man, it's tough because I have me personally just being as vulnerable as possible. Like I have trouble staying focused on one thing at a time, and so it's tough. But it's just that I try to look at it as, hey, I have something to do, and if I don't do it right, it won't get done. And so using AI as this tool, like it dramatically cuts down the process of me. Like for the whole video creation process could be anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Like if you had to write down the script, record the content, you gotta create a hook for your YouTube video. You gotta create a thumbnail for it.
Right.
Like if you like, if you don't know what a thumbnail is, it's the picture you see on the YouTube video before you click on it. You got to come up with a title. Like all of these things can be done by AI. Now you can't leave it all to AI. Like you do have to have some type of creative input into it. But yeah, man, it's just trying to stay focused and knowing that, hey, I need to get these things done. But luckily for me and luckily for us that we have this tool that we can use to dramatically cut down the process to grow at a more rapidly than
Is
before.
ChatGPT the only tool you've been using, or is that your favorite?
Well, that is my favorite, and it's the one I know the best.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
I'm not as opposed to if there's a better AI out there. I'm not married to ChatGPT. But in terms of like the videos, so I'm using vidIQ, which is a website, but it comes up with YouTube titles for you. It gives you daily ideas on what kind of content you can make. Like it studies your channel. It uses AI to study your channel and say, I recommend that you make a video on this subject.
Yeah, I need to jump on that actually.
So what else can it does? It can create your YouTube description. You know, when you upload a video on YouTube, YouTube advises you to put 1,000 character summary of your video,
Right.
And vidIQ can do that for you. It's a lot of things. Vid AI or video AI to chop down my long form videos into
Yeah, I've
reels.
seen that one.
The one that you put me onto, Opus Clips, I believe it's Opus Clips. Basically the same thing as video AI. So those are things that I use AI in my process. For like my photography business, I've used ChatGPT to basically create my website. You know, I use ChatGPT as, you know, to create my About Me page on my website.
Right.
Create a description of my services. You know, so I'm using AI in every form of my businesses.
What do you think about people who either still haven't heard about it or aren't willing to really adjust over into the AI industry?
My honest opinion, I don't believe there's anyone on earth who has yet to hear about AI. Like, it is such a phenomenon right now in every part of the world. Maybe in third world countries, you know, where there's really not any use for it, or they can't use the tools that they have. They don't have the equipment to use the tools.
Right.
But if you're in any first world country, like you know AI and you should be using AI. What was the second part of the question? I'm sorry.
No, I was asking, like, for people who aren't willing to adapt over.
If you're not willing to adapt, good luck. That's the best I can say to you. You can ask any entrepreneur and any business, any CEO, and right now they're trying to use AI to cut costs.
Yeah.
And so a lot of jobs will be lost due to AI. They're coming up with ways to use AI for marketing, advertising. So, like, marketing companies may, you know, be obsolete, because if I can have the AI come up with my whole marketing campaign,
Right.
do I need to pay someone 6 figures, 7 figures for me? You know, so if you're not adapting, good luck. Like, what's the saying? Either adapt or perish. And that's what it is.
Something like that, yeah.
That's really what it is right now. You either adapt or perish, and that's going to be the wave.
No, I agree with you, because at the end of the day, it's like it's becoming too efficient to the point where businesses are waking up and like, wait a minute, this bot doesn't need vacation time, it doesn't need sick time, it doesn't need leave time, it doesn't need lunch time, it doesn't need any of that, and it can also do the work of 10 of those people in
Faster time.
right? So it is one of those things where it's like the market in itself has to adapt to what's going on.
Right.
And because now it's like you got things like DALL-E 2, Midjourney, where advertising is like getting a hold of that, and that's getting even better. I remember when it first came out, it had a thing with hands where it couldn't draw hands and fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting to that point where you have, you know, start combining that with like things like deepfake and a lot of other things.
I was getting ready to say, like, it's going to be scary with AI in the future. Like, you think catfishing is bad now.
Yeah.
Imagine when you realize you have a whole relationship with AI, with a computer.
They have that now. You know that?
I've heard of it, but I can't think of the movie where, but like, it was some guy who fell in love with AI. Didn't know, I don't even know if he knew it was AI, but.
Was that a movie or was that Black Mirror?
Might have been Black Mirror.
Might have been.
And it trapped him in the,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it trapped him, so I can't think of it. But
it learned his habits basically to then figure out, oh, okay, well, how do I invoke this emotion from you, and keep doing it, that it keeps like triggering you to make you then want to do certain things, and then she got him.
Exactly. So, what?
Yeah.
it's scary, man. Like if you really think about it.
But and it's crazy because like when it comes to things like marketing,